The world has a new puppet, a podcast. Face determines everything. Looks Jester exposes ugly truth about success by Clavicular. Let's dive directly in.
Take me back to 14-year-old Braden. What was the exact moment you decided that natural puberty wasn't enough?
Well, I have always had the mentality that if something is going to get you to your goals quicker, then why not go for it, right?
Yes!
So when I was a kid, obviously I wasn't the most well-versed in pharmacology, so I didn't exactly know what I was doing, but I knew that it would help me get to the place I wanted to be at a lot more efficient rate. So, skipping out on that just seemed ridiculous. I thought, why would I work out as a natural, take years to make the progress that I can make in months? It didn't make sense to me at all.
Of course it didn't make sense to him at all. He was 14 years of age. What does bro think that he is? He is a kid that can't wait to get his results. Do you think that if you start pumping steroids inside of your body at 14 years of age, you will be the next Casanova? Of course you're not. Of course you're not. You will only be if you listen further to this channel. But this is bullshit because he's Clavicular.
Is there a specific moment that you remember where you were like, yeah, I'm just gonna hop on testosterone, like when you're 14?
Just really taking a look at what was possible and in terms of time frame. I wanted to get to my goals as quickly as possible, right? Because I always thought the idea of telling people you work out and talking about all this stuff, but you're not big, to be just kind of ridiculous. It's like, dude, what are you actually getting after? So I was like, I'm gonna get my physique going as quickly as possible. I do not care about side effects. I don't care about any implications of this guy's using drugs. Like, none of that shit really fazed me. So I just wanted to, get to my goals as efficiently as possible.
Shame on the parents that they're letting their little brat Clavicular to go and abuse steroids. Oh no, whatever. I cannot stop my kid from abusing steroids. Let's just further let him do it. What kind of a parent are you to let your 14 years old Clavicular get his veins pumped out full of steroids? I'm not really into steroids, but what I know is that it easily can take off nearly half of your life if it goes well. No, I need to looks check thing. Oh no, the girls need to see my physique that I attained in not even a year. Clavicular, do you think that this is actually the right way to go to? The good way? I don't think that. What I think and what I see is a brat that is just not thinking about his future, not thinking about his health. Want the most girls on all the dating sites, all the dating apps, and then is it worth it? Where is the joy? Where is the joy in the hard work that you need to put in to get actually the results, to get actually the girls? Oh no, let's just look Jackson.
How much extra growth would you say you had on just your height alone?
I would speculate that about 1.5 inches of my height would be attributed to, the things that I did. Because while my dad is 6'1", my mom is only 5'4". So, I would assume that I would probably be a little bit shorter than I am, by about 1.5 inches. But it really is hard to say.
So you say you're very logical about your looks and the different types of drugs you experiment with, but a lot of people will think there's something deeply emotional about a teenager deciding that puberty isn't enough. Do you think there was any pain you were trying to solve?
I really don't think so, and that's going to be something that a lot of people aren't going to believe me on, but that's just not my personality at all, right? In terms of insecurity, it's just not something I've really ever experienced. I've been hyper aware that, over the course of development, there were some points in my life where I really was very, suboptimal in terms of my aesthetics, but I was okay with that because I knew that there was things that I could do and I knew that the measures would be extreme, but I was like, well, this is kind of what it takes, and I was always someone who's willing to do whatever it takes.
So would you say it made you more confident after you did do these things?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Do you know which confidence this reminds me on? From a Cash Singh's wife. Oh, I just go in the club and I just approach everyone because I'm the main character.
Main character energy.
Clavicular is the same. Overconfident. Overconfident in his abilities. Overconfident in himself. That his only logical decision was to abuse steroids at such a young age. This was the only solution that he had to get actually the chicas. If you listen to Mr. Kavalik, you would understand that you don't need that stuff to get the chicks.
How limited is the average person genetically? I guess we can speak about body versus face, but can they ascend, as the looks maxing community would put it, like go from like a 5 to a 7, if we're speaking like on a scale from 1 to 10, through natural methods? Or do they need surgeries, medications, peptides?
So that's a really good question, and the answer isn't as simple as you think, right? So the average person can make a lot of progress. It's just an IQ issue. That's the genetic issue that we're facing, is IQ.
Bro is thinking that he isn't some AI robot. Bro, the only thing that you are is a looks jackster. That's just waiting, getting licked by all the black guys.
Because people aren't going to be logical enough. Like I said before, they want to live in fantasy land.
Why don't you just say that we're all dumb? Why don't you just say that? Why don't you just say that everyone is dumb that is not doing the surgeries that you need to do to be as good as looking as you do? Is this guy even listening to himself? Oh no, let's just inject some stuff to a 17-year-old girl. Huh, who cares? Who cares if she's still a minor? Nobody cares. Mr. Gavalik don't care what he actually do. Clavicular Store don't care what he should do, but he don't do it. No one cares. Social media loves about it. This is insane. This world is truly too delusional for me to actually watch it further, because all this reasoning and all these quotes and all these people that are just bragging about how important looks is are actually truly wrong, and they just think about tomorrow and not the whole years that you have to go through your life. Oh, I'm looks maxing. You're a jerk.